Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite you to pause and reflect on the life you have built over the years, a life filled with triumphs, lessons, and experiences that have shaped who you are today. As you stand on the threshold of the later chapters of your journey, you might find that certain burdens, both seen and unseen, have weighed you down, holding you back from the peace and happiness you so richly deserve. Today, I want to speak directly to those of you who have reached or are approaching the age of 70 to share a message of liberation, a call to cast away those 5 burdens that no longer serve you so that you can step into a life that is light, joyful, and filled with the freedom to be truly yourself. Throughout our lives, we have been conditioned to seek approval from childhood, when the praise of our parents, teachers, and peers seemed to be the measure of our worth, to adulthood, where we spent years molding our words and actions to meet the expectations of others. The need for external validation has become an inescapable habit. But ask yourself, at this stage in your life, who exactly are you trying to impress? The faces from the past, or the authentic self that lies within you? The relentless pursuit of approval is like carrying an invisible weight on your shoulders, a weight that saps your energy and obscures your inner light. It is time to let go of this burden and to embrace the truth that your worth is inherent, defined not by fleeting accolades or the opinions of others, but by the depth of your experiences, the richness of your character, and the love you have cultivated over decades. Think back to the countless moments when you altered your path simply to avoid the discomfort of disapproval, when you said yes, when every fiber of your being screamed no, sacrificing your own dreams for the sake of pleasing someone else. Now envision a life where you no longer feel the need to modify your essence to fit into someone else's mold. Picture a future where each day is a testament to your authenticity. A life in which every decision is guided by your own heart rather than by the expectations of others. Freeing yourself from the chains of seeking validation is not an act of defiance, but an embrace of self-respect. It is a courageous declaration that you will no longer be defined by the standards set by others, but by the wisdom and integrity that you have cultivated over a lifetime. As you continue on this journey of liberation, there is another weight you must release: the heavy chain of regret. Regret is a cunning emotion. It anchors you to the past, continuously pulling you back to moments that can never be changed. Over the decades, you have accumulated a library of what-ifs and if-onlys, memories of words left unspoken, opportunities missed, and mistakes that now feel like permanent scars on your soul. But the truth is, every experience, even the painful ones, has contributed to the unique tapestry of your life. Each misstep was a lesson, a stepping stone that led you to the profound understanding of who you are today. Holding on to regret is like clutching a hot coal, only to burn yourself repeatedly. Instead, allow yourself the freedom of forgiveness and view each regret not as a prison. Imagine the relief that comes from finally releasing those burdensome memories, the weight of past mistakes lifting from your heart as you allow yourself to be fully present in the here and now. Every moment is a new opportunity to create joy, to build memories that are untainted by the shadows of what might have been. In this light, regret transforms from a source of perpetual sorrow into a gentle reminder of your strength, a catalyst that propels you forward rather than holding you captive to what has already passed. Embrace the lessons of your past without letting them define the course of your future. There is also the burden of toxic relationships, those connections that have slowly drained your energy and obscured the beauty of your life. Over the years, you have encountered many people, some who uplift and inspire you, and others who have, knowingly or unknowingly, contributed to your inner turmoil. Toxic relationships come in many forms: the relentless critic, the friend who only appears in times of need, the family member whose negativity overshadows the moments of love you share. It is natural to cling to relationships out of a sense of obligation, especially when they have been part of your life for decades. Yet, what is the cost of maintaining these ties? Each moment spent nurturing a connection that leaves you feeling depleted is a moment stolen from the joy that awaits you in a more authentic and supportive circle. It is not an act of cruelty to let go of what no longer nurtures your spirit. Rather, it is an act of self-preservation. When you choose to distance yourself from the toxic influences that have long clouded your days, you open up a space for relationships that genuinely reflect who you are. Relationships built on mutual respect, kindness, and love. Visualize a world where your interactions are filled with warmth and encouragement, where every shared moment contributes to your well-being instead of detracting from it. In this new reality, you are free to cultivate connections that not only honor your past, but also celebrate the promise of a future where your emotional well-being is paramount. Another significant burden that must be cast aside is the paralyzing fear of mortality. Death, that inevitable conclusion to every life, has a way of sneaking into our thoughts and casting a long shadow over our days. Many of us live with a constant underlying dread of the unknown that comes with the end of life, a fear that can rob us of the beauty of the present moment. However, what if we could transform that fear into a profound appreciation for every breath we take? The awareness of our mortality is not a harbinger of doom, but a powerful reminder that each day is precious, that every moment is a gift not to be squandered. When you embrace the certainty of life's impermanence, you begin to see that the finite nature of your existence is what makes every experience all the more valuable. Imagine waking each morning with a renewed sense of purpose, fully aware that the time you have is limited and therefore incredibly precious. Rather than spending your days in a state of anxiety, you can choose to live with intention, cherishing the beauty of a sunrise, the warmth of a shared laugh, and the comfort of being surrounded by those who truly matter. This acceptance does not mean that you will become indifferent or that you will stop dreaming. Rather, it allows you to channel your energy into creating a life that is rich with meaning and free from the constant fear of what lies ahead. In embracing mortality, you liberate yourself from the chains of dread, and instead you invite a spirit of gratitude and celebration into your every moment. Finally, it is essential to discard the notion that change is beyond your grasp, that the habits, routines, and beliefs that have accompanied you for decades are set in stone. Many people reach the age of 70 and believe that their capacity for growth has dwindled, that the opportunities for reinvention have long passed. But the human spirit is remarkably resilient and adaptable. Your mind, heart, and soul continue to possess the capacity for transformation regardless of the number of years you have lived. It is a fallacy to assume that change is reserved solely for the young. In fact, your later years can be a time of vibrant reinvention, a period where you dare to dream anew, to explore interests that may have lain dormant, and to redefine what it means to live a fulfilling life. Think of the possibilities that unfold when you reject the idea of inflexibility. Every day holds the promise of discovery, a chance to learn a new skill, to pick up a hobby you once loved, or to explore a passion that has always whispered to your heart. Change is not a departure from who you are, it is an evolution of your most authentic self. Embracing this truth means stepping out of the comfort zone the familiarity has built around you and into a world where growth and renewal are always within reach. With each small change, you rewrite the narrative of your life, proving that it is never too late to become the person you have always dreamed of being. As you consider these burdens, the need for external validation, the weight of regret, the strain of toxic relationships, the fear of mortality, and the myth of inflexibility, imagine the freedom that awaits when they are finally released. Picture a life unencumbered by the chains of the past, where every day is an opportunity to live authentically, to love deeply, and to embrace the beauty of each moment with unbridled passion. The journey toward this liberation is not about erasing your history or dismissing the experiences that have shaped you. It is about transforming those experiences into stepping stones toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Your life after 70 is a testament to the richness of a journey well-traveled, a mosaic of joys and sorrows, triumphs and challenges, all woven together to create a narrative that is uniquely yours. And while the burdens you have carried may have served a purpose in the past, clinging to them now only obscures the possibility of a life that is light, unburdened, and brimming with potential. Every moment spent weighed down by what no longer serves you is a moment stolen from the vibrant, uncharted future that awaits. This is not merely a call to let go, but a call to reclaim the freedom that is rightfully yours. A freedom that comes from embracing who you truly are and allowing the wisdom of your years to guide you toward a life of profound peace and joy. I invite you now, with the utmost sincerity and respect for all that you have experienced, to take a moment to reflect on what is holding you back. Consider the invisible chains that have bound you to outdated expectations, to memories that refuse to fade, to relationships that have drained your spirit, to the constant worry about the inevitable end, and to the self-imposed belief that you are too fixed in your ways. With gentle resolve, decide that it is time to cast these burdens aside, to step into a new chapter of life, where your inner light can shine unencumbered. Imagine the sensation of waking up each day with a heart that is light and unburdened, a mind that is clear and unclouded by past sorrows, and a spirit that is free to pursue its most heartfelt desire. Consider the joy of living without the constant need to please others, the relief of forgiving yourself for the missteps of the past, the empowerment of surrounding yourself only with those who uplift you, the courage to face the reality of life's finite nature with gratitude, and the excitement of discovering that change is always possible, no matter the stage of life. This is your moment to step forward with unshakable certainty that the final chapters of your life can be written not with regret and fear, but with hope, love, and the boundless potential of each new day. Every breath you take is a testament to your resilience, every smile a declaration of your enduring strength, and every act of self-love an affirmation that you deserve a life of authenticity and joy. Today, I encourage you to choose the path of liberation. Let go of the need for constant approval, for it has served its purpose long enough. Release the weight of regret that no longer benefits you, and instead, embrace the lessons learned with gratitude and humility. Distance yourself from relationships that have long held you back, and create space for connections that honor the beauty of your true self. Accept the reality of mortality, not with dread, but with the fervor of a life well lived, understanding that the awareness of our finite time only makes our present moments more precious. And finally, reject the notion that you are too set in your ways to change, for every day is an opportunity to evolve, to grow, and to reinvent yourself in ways that bring new joy and fulfillment. Your story is still unfolding, and the pages ahead are blank canvases, waiting for the brushstrokes of your authentic choices. In this journey, remember that you are not defined by the burdens you carry, but by the courage with which you choose to cast them aside. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go, and you will find that your life after 70 can be a celebration of the very best that you have to offer. A life marked not by limitations, but by the boundless potential of a spirit that refuses to be confined. This is your time, a time to rediscover the beauty of simply being, to bask in the wisdom of your experiences, and to step boldly into a future where every day is a gift. Let your heart soar, free from the constraints of the past, and allow your soul the liberty to dance in the light of your own truth. The journey ahead is rich with promise and possibility, and the only thing left to do is to cast away the burdens that have weighed you down for far too long. So I leave you with this heartfelt invitation. Embrace this moment of transformation with open arms and an open heart. Choose to let go of what no longer serves you and to welcome the peace, joy, and unbridled freedom that awaits in the days to come. May you find the strength to break the chains that have held you back, and may you step into a future defined by the limitless potential of your own authentic self. The time has come to live fully, love deeply, and to savor every precious moment of the journey that lies ahead.